Yeah, so the conversation had been ongoing for a while
Mm-hmm.
after the books were written. And you kind of mentioned, there's sometimes criteria that people point to as to which,
Mm-hmm.
books were. So you mentioned authorship obviously was an important part of that, as well as, the date of the book, how early is it,
Mm-hmm.
how widespread was it being
Right.
used among churches. And also, this idea of the rule of faith. How does it conform with what was understood as sort of the central core of Christian teaching? So is that a helpful way for us to think about how the process of canonization occurred as these conversations were happening in the early church?
Yeah, I think it is. The basic threefold test is who wrote it. Does it agree in harmony and doctrine with the books we have accepted as authoritative? And did the church as a whole accept it? The myths running around on YouTube these days is, well, there's a couple of old stodgy scholars off in a corner and they decided to keep these books and drop these books out as if it's totally happenstance. That's just not true. There's not a shred of historical evidence supporting that. That when the groups of scholars and church fathers got together, the question really was, well, what books do your church accept? There was a real deliberate effort to hear the voice of God through many different churches. Again, which is why 2nd and 3rd John had trouble coming into the canon, because, hey, if we use 2nd and 3rd John, and other churches would say, never heard of them. Well, because they were small. But that's a threefold test. The other test that I encourage people to do is someone says, oh, we should have put the Gospel of Thomas in. And you want to say, have you ever read it?
Right.
And all you have to do is read it to know it doesn't belong. I think it's the last of the statements in the Gospel of Thomas says that for a woman to be saved, she has to become a man. Well, you read that and you go, well, regardless of your views on other passages in Scripture, there's no way that that's biblical. In the same way you look at Sirach, who says that all sin started with Eve, not Adam. Well, you look at it and you go, Sirach and Paul can't both be in the same canon. And so there are very clear tests that we think the church went through to evaluate the material. But I just say, forget everything else. Have you read it? And my experience is the vast majority of people that want to bring in the Didache or the Shepherd of Hermas or any of these books or Gospel of Thomas have never read them.